Hello, I'm Denise Holden. I'm your candidate for the New Orleans City Council in District D, number 51 on the ballot.
Ms. Holden,
Hello.
how are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm wonderful, thank you. On behalf of myself, NewOrleansBlack.com, the 60,000 people out there in our email list, and the hundreds of thousands of people on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, we thank you for coming.
You're welcome. You're quite welcome.
Thank you. This is meant to be a discussion. So we just want to learn more about you so that we can make an informed decision on who to choose in District D.
That's what we ought to do.
All right, so let's start with, if we're going to get to know about you, then you got to take us way back. Let's go back to that childhood. We want to learn Miss Holden. So talk to us about Denise Holden growing up in New Orleans or wherever you might have grown up.
Well, Denise Holden is a product of Charity Hospital.
All right.
Born there. I grew up and went to the public schools.
Okay.
I graduated from L.W. Higgins High School. I graduated from UNO with a bachelor's in political science.
Okay.
I have a master's degree from SUNO, master's in social work. I have 4 beautiful children. I live in near St. Aug, Dillard, the St. Aug Dillard area of the city. I manage a $2 million corporation, and I own my own child care center.
Yes, indeed.
I love people, I love this city, and that's why I'm in this race.
Did you say million with an M?
2 million.
Yes, indeed. So you know something about economic development.
I know a lot about economic.
So we're going to get right to economic development because a lot of our people polled out there are very concerned about being included. They want to make sure that whoever they elect in the next race is fair to everybody. Okay, they want opportunity, not only as individuals looking for jobs, but those business owners out there. Talk to us about what it means to have Denise Holden represent District D and the city in general.
What it means to have me as a council person for this city, it means that Denise Holden will have an open ear. And I have a vision for this city.
Okay.
With regard to opportunity, I plan to work with investors and developers who are interested in developing state-of-the-art properties in our district that are consistent with the neighborhoods.
Okay.
And also that our communities also are in favor of. I think part of the problem that we've had thus far in my district, at least, is that the citizens have not been involved in what is going on in our district, and their needs have not been met. I intend to make sure that the citizens' needs are heard and met.
Okay, let's talk about that. So there's 2 things. One is from a community outreach perspective. What a lot of our audience says is that we're not informed on what is going on. You know, there are some wins sometimes. We find out there was a base hit in our neighborhood, but we didn't even know about it. So let's talk to that issue about what you will do from a council person's perspective, getting the word out to the opportunities within your district.
I plan to designate someone in my office as a community liaison person.
Okay.
That's number 1, because obviously I can't talk to everybody,
right,
and everybody's not going to be able to talk to me. So I will be, that person will be my eyes and ears in the community. And I believe, quite frankly, I believe largely that city government has failed to listen to our citizenry, because we either believe that they are not informed enough to contribute to decision making, or just don't care. Well, just the opposite is true. They do care, absolutely, and when not informed, I intend to educate the community on what's going on in the district and what's coming before me as a city council person. I cannot succeed without the citizens of District D, and I'm going to make sure that they know what's going on, they have input, and where they lack the knowledge, I will provide it.
All right, I don't doubt that. You seem serious. So from an economic development perspective, this is my last question. There's an ordinance now that City Council has out. I'm sure you're aware of it. 50% of the rebuilding dollars going mandated to local firms and 35% of that to DBEs. Can we expect you to support that? Would you increase that, decrease that? What can we look forward to?
Well, I do support that.
All right.
I think that we have to make sure that we have an even playing field. I think with economic development in our city, it's particularly with the disadvantaged business people, we need to make sure that they're included.
Right.
And You know, I think back in, you know, one of our prior mayors had minority set-asides, and I think they worked well. But we need to make sure that they're not just used to get women as the major minority. It needs to be, you know, truly disadvantaged businesses.
Right.
And also, we need to help those disadvantaged businesses meet the criteria
Right.
that is
With
needed.
their bonding capacities,
Exactly,
you know, the things.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Well, that's important. I mean, one thing we have to always, I think, be honest about as representatives of the minority community is that we're honest about our capabilities. So I agree with you 100%. Talk to us about one of the largest initiatives that we can look forward to, almost a campaign promise, if you will, something we can look forward to with you being the councilperson District D. What's something I can look forward? Give me an initiative that I can count on that's going to happen.
Well, I see the problems of this city. It's not one thing, and it's probably twofold. And I see it as twofold.
All right.
On one hand, we must create opportunities for the youth of our community. And on the other hand, we must reduce crime. I plan to cut crime off at its knees. We have to cut crime off at its knees.
Give us a number? I know we had a mayoral candidate that said 40% reduction in crime, or I don't ask to run again.
Well, we absolutely have to have a double-digit percentage reduction in crime. Or I won't run again. You know, I believe absolutely that we've got to get the communities more engaged in working with the police force. Our police don't trust our largely law-abiding community, and the community, quite frankly, sometimes don't trust the police.
Absolutely.
I plan to bridge that gap and work very, very hard at doing that. And if we can get the community involved, then we will do what we need to cut that crime, to cut the crime.
I agree with that completely. Let me also, now this is the kick for me of following politics, is there had to be that moment, you know. Are you sitting on the couch, are you watching TV, are you on the internet? At what point do you say, Denise Holden, you about to run for District D? Talk us through that experience. What made you get in this game? You're a successful businesswoman. You don't need this drama.
You're absolutely right.
Why are you here?
I thought I was retiring.
Yeah.
I'm here because the citizens of my community cried out about their lack of access to the council.
Okay.
I'm here because I've looked over the past 12 months as what hasn't gone right. And I know that I have the drive, the initiative, the intelligence, and I don't give up, I don't quit. And we're going to get this city back on the road that it should be on.
Wonderful. I got one last question for you. This comes from our friends at Facebook. Michael Jeter says, how will your administration deal with abandoned houses and businesses? And this is a short answer because we're going to close up.
We're closing. Well, as I said before, work with developers and to bring state-of-the-art businesses into the community. And also, I like the lot next door program, which allowed neighbors to buy the lot next door. When that doesn't work, we'll seek out other avenues to put those businesses, those homes and those businesses back into commerce, because that's what we need.
Wonderful. Well, I'll tell you, in this short interview we've had, I've learned that you're serious. I believe that, and I look forward to seeing more of you in this race. If you could, please, you can close out and ask people to vote for you.
I'm Denise Holden. I got into this race because you asked me to. The citizens of District D sought out a new leadership, and I'm that. I ask that you vote for me, number 51, Denise Holden, your candidate for City Council, District D. Thank you.